Okay, just like we had to stack triads before we could identify the chord, we need to stack our seventh chords. Now, there's a trick on this that actually makes it easier to build your snowman. And of course, we are at a 4-level snowman. We're like snowman with a hat on something. So here's a couple notes. Again, first thing I want you to do is I want you to identify the notes. Now, I'm going to write these in. So G's in the bass, A in the tenor, C sharp in the alto, and an E in the soprano. Now, here's your trick. Look for the two letters that are next to each other. In this case, we have an A and a G. It's easy. There's your A, there's your G. You're always going to look for the top one, the one that's higher in the alphabet. Now, of course, A comes after G in the alphabet because we do the repeat. So the one that's the highest is going to be our bass note. I should say root note. In this case, it doesn't necessarily have to be the bass. So when we move that to the root, we put our other notes in order. So we have the C sharp, the E, and the G. Since we get the name from the bottom note, that's an A and it's a 7 chord. Now, what happens if we reorder? Because remember, a lot of the times it doesn't matter what order the notes are in as long as our bass is the same. So looking over to our new chord, again identify G, A, C sharp, and an A again. So even though we have only 3 different notes, this is still going to be a 7th chord. We know by definition 7th chords have to have 4 different pitches, but in this case we don't. But still look at the 2 notes that are next to each other on the piano. Here's my G and my A again. We're going to again look at the top note and we're going to put the A down there. A, C sharp, skip one, and then we have the G up top. Now, we're missing something, but you can see that missing a body part of the snowman. In that position, we're missing this E, and you can see in the blue. Well, it's actually common sometimes to omit the 5th when you write a 7th chord, especially under certain circumstances. So this is when you just have to fill in that blank and sort of imagine that it's there. This is still an A7 chord, but it has the 5th omitted.